How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the MGSR server. If you haven't seen the past few episodes, we finished the chest organizer and we've added a new little walkway inside of the portal. So let me walk in there to show you guys what it looks like. This new walkway is a way for me to get to the portal inside of the Nether all the way to the top where there are ghasts and creatures and things like that. And up here I actually built a bridge with glass. That way we can see out and see different creatures and all sorts of different things, and I think it was a cool addition to this bridge. On today's plan, we are going to be adding carpet to the bottom floor of the underwater base. And before we do that, we're actually going to add some more lighting. So I'm going to head back to the underwater base and see how much glowstone we have, and I will let you guys know once I have an update. It turns out I'm still decently low on my glowstone supply, so I just grabbed some torches and I'm going to go for a glowstone run because I'm going to be adding quite a bit of redstone lamps to the bottom floor of the underwater base to lighten up the room. That way I can delete all the torches and add a fresh layer of carpet without it getting too dark. So I'll do a time lapse of me gathering some glowstone and I will see you guys once I'm done. Alright, I just got back from gathering some glowstone, and now I'm actually going to put the netherrack back by hand, just to make sure it doesn't break the system from an overflow. But it looks like if I put this away, I should have just under a stack that I can still put in there. So I'm going to leave it for now and empty the rest of my inventory, which isn't really that much. And I'm going to keep the glowstone on me because we're going to be using that next. But first let me actually turn the rest into glowstone. There we go. And I'm going to go to the miscellaneous chest now and gather the rest of the glowstone that I have. And I should have somewhere around 2.5 stacks of glowstone, which will hopefully be enough. Because we're going to be adding quite a bit of lighting, because when you add carpet on top of lighting, it makes the room darker. And we've had a few creatures spawn in this underwater base, so if we add some more lighting with carpet, it should be the right level where there are no creatures that will spawn in the underwater base. And it looks like we only have about 1.5 stacks, which was a little under what I was predicting. But hopefully that'll be enough. If not, we'll have to go out and gather some more. Now I'm going to grab some redstone so I can make them all redstone lamps. And I'm going to craft up some levers. And I will see you guys once I've crafted all that up. I only crafted up 55 redstone lamps and 52 levers because that was all the redstone that I grabbed. But I think we're going to be adding some sort of lighting system like every other. And I might have to change the design a little bit. But I will do a time lapse of me creating all the holes for where the redstone lamps are going to go, and I will see you guys once I'm done. I got all the spots where it was 3 wide, so I could have just added one more light in the center. But in all the other spots, there are 4 wide, which means I don't really want to add one because it will become unsymmetrical, which I really want it to be symmetrical. So I think I got all the ones that I can get done to make it symmetrical. So now I'm going to start adding in the redstone lamps and the levers. And instead of doing another time lapse, I will just check in with you guys once I'm done. I just ran out of redstone lamps, and I know I do have some glowstone in my inventory, but I'm going to have to go back to the nether anyway because I don't have enough. So I'll do another glowstone run to get some more glowstone, which I can change into redstone lamps. And from there, I will hopefully have enough to finish this bottom floor, and I will check in with you guys once I have an update. I just found this glowstone patch, so I'm going to actually be deleting it, though I don't really have that much more cobblestone that I can place down. Hopefully I have enough to grab all this glowstone, and hopefully a ghast doesn't shoot me along the way, because I don't have any fire resistant potion on me yet. So hopefully I can make it out of here getting all this glowstone. I know some of it is probably going to fall in the lava, but I will see you guys when I get back to the underwater base. I just finished placing all the redstone lamps, and now I'm just going to go down here and add all the levers, which I only have a stack and 20, but it will hopefully be enough to get me at least most of the way through. So I will see you guys once most, if not all, the levers are placed. All the redstone lamps have been placed with their levers, and I'm going to grab some carpet. This whole floor is actually going to be consisting of red carpet, which we got in the last episode, and it looks like there's some more over here that I can grab. Hopefully we'll have enough, but if not, we might have to make a trip back to the underwater base. But I'm going to start placing in all the carpet, and I will let you guys know once I have another update. I just realized I forgot to add some lighting over here, so I'm going to do that now, as well as adding carpet to this area, right where this minecart elevator is. And if you don't know how to build the minecart elevator, you can hit the card on the top right of your screen. But otherwise, I will see you guys once I have another update. Alright everyone, I think the chest organizer is actually broke because there are no items going through, but the redstone lamp is on, which means there are items in the dispenser and nothing's coming through. So I'm probably going to have to focus more on this because this is a priority, and I might have to delete some of the blue glass, but let me craft some up first. That way I can place it back to test whether or not it is working. So hopefully I can figure this out, and I will let you guys know if I do figure it out or if I have another update. So it looks like there are still items in here, and it looks like it's pumpkins, which is really weird. I'm going to take the pumpkins out and hopefully it starts working, which is weird because I thought this dispenser would be full of items, and it's only full of like 2 or 3 pumpkins at a time, and it's still not firing, which means I might have to take all the pumpkins out and put them in by hand. I'm actually going to craft up a chest, that way I can put some of the items that were backed up in the chest organizer into that chest. And because the items are not making their way through the chest organizer, it means they're all backed up in the system, and I'm going to put them in here. That way I can test whether or not the system is working without 1,000 items going through the system. And hopefully it's just the pumpkins that are causing the error, but I will let you guys know if I figure it out. If I put this piece of redstone back here, it should work if I put some carpet in here. And it looks like it's making its way through the dispenser again and through the item elevator. So I'm going to start putting some of these items back, and I don't know why it was backed up like that. I think the pumpkins in the dispenser caused an error in the system, and looks like that it's still having that problem again. I think the pumpkins are causing it to break because I did throw pumpkins in there, and that was at the moment that it broke, which means it's either the pumpkins or it's just backed up. The only way to test if it's really working is to delete the glass and come actually in here so I can reach inside the dispenser. It looks like pumpkins are the problem because that's the only item that's not making its way through the item elevator, and it's not in this hopper, which is really weird. So I'm going to wait for all the pumpkins to make its way through the dispenser, and I'm going to actually have to grab it out by hand, and hopefully that fixes the problem. Alright, I think it's officially working, and I'm going to try it out with all these items by deleting this chest and putting them all into the input. As long as there are no pumpkins, I think it should start working again. Alright, I'm just placing in the carpet, and it looks like there's actually a fire right here, so let me take a look at that. And I think the lava is actually spreading this fire, and that's not good, and it's spreading really quickly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off fire spreads just temporarily, just to make sure that there are no other fires that can be started from this carpet. So let me just set this off here. There we go. That way it's not going to spread any bigger, and I might have to put a piece of glowstone in the way just to get rid of that flame. Alright, looks like that worked. And I'm only a few rows in with the carpet, but I'm hoping that I will have enough to finish it. I actually just ran out of red carpet, so I'm going to take a look here at what you need in order to make red wool. I'm pretty sure you just need red dye. Yeah, looks like you do. And for red dye, it looks like it's either flowers, and I think all you can use for red dye is different kinds of flowers. So I'm going to take a look at the miscellaneous chest and see if I have any, though I don't think I do. So I may have to either go look for some flowers or take a trip back to the Woodland Mansion. I think going to the Woodland Mansion will actually be a little bit easier because I still need some other carpets for the bedroom and for the portal room. But I'm mostly going to focus on getting the red because that is our objective for today's video. So I will see you guys once I get to the Woodland Mansion. I just got to the Woodland Mansion, and I'm actually going to have to go to the second floor in order to get some red carpet. And I think I'm going to get only about 4 or 5 stacks of red carpet because that's all I really need. I think I only need about 3 stacks, but just to be safe. And I'm just going to start deleting it, and I'm definitely going to switch to a sword because if I use an axe, I'll probably fall into the hole where I just dug out that piece of birch planks. So I will see you guys after the time lapse. Alright, just finished deleting some of the carpet, and I think that's going to be enough for now, but while I'm over here, I might as well get this carpet on this table because I have a few spots in my inventory for it. I'm not going to get every room because I'm definitely not going to have enough room in my inventory for all of it, so we may come back in the next episode to worry about getting the rest of the carpet. But I'm going to take my long walk back to the underwater base, and I will see you guys once I get back. Alright, I just got back and I'm actually going to spend the night on my bed on the bottom floor of the underwater base. That way, in case I die, I will spawn over here, because I did spend one night on the way to the Woodland Mansion in a bed, which will reset my spawn point. So I just had to reset it again back to the underwater base. Now I'm going to place in the rest of the red carpet, and I will see you guys once I'm done. Alright, the final few pieces are done. There we go. Now we have a red room. Unfortunately, that's all the time I have for today's video. In the next episode, we are going to be working on the other two rooms. Be sure to follow me on my Instagram at MGSR Gaming. Also, be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button because there are new MGSR server videos twice a week, as well as how-to GTA videos coming out every day. So I will see you guys tomorrow for our next GTA how-to video, as well as an MGSR server video. Click on the top left to watch a video that YouTube recommends for you, and click on the right to subscribe.